Bula here in Tavwa, we love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula Minaka, I'm Linda Form, a student at Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Osinate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm a curator from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music.
Yanda Vinaka, Fiji. In this bulletin, murder trial of ex-police officers continues. New French ambassador supports Fiji's climate fight. And youth learn COP procedures.
From the studios of FBC Suva, Edwin Nana.
The trial of two police officers who allegedly murdered 26-year-old local rugby player Joshua Lalauvaki will continue in the Suva High Court today. It's alleged Kelepi Kolonisau and Selema Tikoenamburevere caused the eventual death of Lalauvaki because of the alleged assault in Suva on September 2nd last year. Lalauvaki died at CWM Hospital a month later as a result of the injuries. The second witness, 26-year-old Alifere Tingane, took the stand in the High Court yesterday. He is expected to be cross-examined by defense this morning. Kolonisau and Tikoenamburevere are represented by Barbara Malimali and Aquila Nado. The trial will resume this morning. Strengthening alliances against climate change will be a key item on the ongoing agenda of the relationship between Fiji and France. Newly appointed French ambassador to Fiji, Jean-Francois Fiteau, says his government will work with Fiji to ensure that more action is taken in the climate fight. Maggie Boyle reports.
Arriving in Fiji only 2 weeks ago from North Korea, the new French ambassador has hit the ground running on the priority list.
I guess it's the most important issue of our time, of our generation, or generations actually. It's evident for the young people, let's say people under 30, but even for older people like me, it has become the most important thing to work.
The French ambassador added that strengthening the bilateral relationship will impact their global presence.
So we support each other, we understand each other, we try to integrate each other's concerns in the multilateral areas. I told before that in our view, Fiji is one key partner on climate change.
Meanwhile, for the very first time, New Caledonia will have an envoy to Fiji in Rose Wete.
One of my main objectives here is to establish a formal, cooperation agreement, which we will call the Joint Framework Cooperation that we already have established with the Government of New Zealand and as well as the Government of Vanuatu.
Wete also says high on the agenda is the continued development of people-to-people links. Maggie Boyle, FBC News.
We must no longer treat natural disasters as a humanitarian issue, but as a development one, says Minister for Disaster Management, Chone Usamate. Usamate was speaking at the 3-day National Disaster Awareness Week in Waievo Taviuni. Eleanor Turangaivi reports.
Opening the 3-day National Disaster Awareness Week celebration this morning, Minister for Disaster Management Chone Usamate says disaster risk reduction strategies must be mainstreamed into development plans and policies.
We must integrate disaster risk reduction into investment decisions, as this is the most cost-effective way to reduce risk. We must no longer treat disasters as just a humanitarian issue, but also a development issue.
According to the World Risk Report 2018, Fiji is ranked the 10th highest disaster-prone country in the world due to a very high degree of exposure and the lack of adaptive capacity, especially for our critical infrastructure.
This should be a stark reminder of how we must build our critical infrastructures to last and be resilient to the impacts of natural hazards.
Usamate says a tropical cyclone Winston in 2016 was a wake-up call for government to take action concerning the usually overlooked aspects of disaster risk reduction for Fiji, one of which is built to last, the theme for the week.
If we can build roads better, stronger, if we can build homes that can withstand the Category 5 cyclones, the next time one comes, those homes will not fall to the ground.
National Disaster Awareness Week is celebrated annually prior to the beginning of the cyclone season. Eleanor Turangaiviu, FBC News.
Pacific Island countries are gearing up to deliver a strong message at the upcoming United Nations Climate Change Conference, or COP25, that will be held in Chile in December. Around 30 youth are part of a 3-day pre-COP25 training at the University of the South Pacific. Lena Rees reports.
These young people are being taught about the COP processes and procedures which will be required during negotiations in Chile.
Well, it's part of our ongoing support in terms of capacity development for our future climate leaders. So the whole thing is for them to experience the whole COP process and how it's done at the sessions.
USP's delegation includes 6 staff and students who are ready with their messages and looking forward to meaningful discussions on climate change.
I would actually like to bring to the table the realistic impacts of what our people are facing, of what we are facing.
COP25 is about ocean pathway. As a Pacific Islander, I believe that it's our way to protect our nation, our marine biodiversities at the same time.
See how people are getting affected by these frequent flash floods, river flooding, droughts and extreme heats. So I know how they feel.
3 Fijian students will be part of the USP delegation to COP25 that will be held in Santiago, Chile from the 2nd to the 13th of December. Lena Rees, FBC News.
The Fijian Competition and Consumer Commission is urging Fijians to keep receipts of everything they buy this festive season. Chief Executive Joel Abraham says in the past, traders have tried to sell old stock during the busy season and sometimes even put expired products on the shelves. Abraham says if expired products are sold, the money can be recovered by showing the receipt. People are also being urged to avoid impulsive buying.
There are certain goods that are associated with festivities, especially say Diwali. You've got things like condensed milk, semolina, things that you use to make sweets. When you're buying firecrackers, that these are not, they haven't been there for some time. They're not damp. They're good for use. And please retain your receipts when you're buying things.
Coming up, McKee wants to continue coaching Fiji. And Fiji 9's team departs our shores. Stay with us.
Bula na lang ko siya do tali ta wali ro sirma ko na do Fiji na kasi.
Bula ya Veronica Melotoka do tali na Radio Fiji wan ando mai biti. Na zango merre telawa go ngai tabua. Ando talita kana baronga na Radio Fiji wan nando mai viti.
Bola gonga ino ke imba ando talita wale na baronga na Radio Fiji wan nando mai viti. Na wale.
Ana dango sani terkuati.
Welcome back. Despite a less than desirable outing at the Rugby World Cup, Flying Fijians coach John McKee wants to stay on and prepare the side for the Barbarians test next month and beyond. The side arrived home yesterday, bundled out of the Rugby World Cup in Japan before the knockout stages. And McKee is confident of leading the Flying Fijians to the 2023 Rugby World Cup. While his contract comes to an end this year, McKee says he sees no reason why he should step down.
Well, I'm not sure what you're asking.
And just a lot of people is asking, like, will you step down?
Well, why would I step down? Why? I've just talked about how good our performance was. I mean,
so not looking to step down, looking.
Of course not. Of course not. I'm looking forward. I'm certainly very interested in continuing the team. I think we've made a lot of progress since I've been here. A lot of learnings come out of these campaigns, and even the learnings from this one to carry forward can be very beneficial. But the decision will be with the board. They'll do their reviews, and I guess they'll make a decision later in the year.
Flying Fijians captain Domenico Wanganimburotu says this is not how they wanted to end their 2019 Rugby World Cup campaign. Wanganimburotu says, however, the World Cup is now done and dusted. Fiji finished third in Pool D with 7 points and have qualified automatically for the next World Cup. The captain says the team now has to focus on their next mission.
The boys are back now with their heads held high, tired bodies, and now back with the family now just to recover before we head back to our individual clubs.
The Fiji Mbati have left for the World Nines tournament in Sydney, Australia this Friday and Saturday. The Fiji National Rugby League acting chief executive Don Natambe says the Nines team includes 5 local players. He says this inaugural tournament aims at extending the Nines code. Natambe spoke highly of the Fiji Mbati squad, hinting that a strong team will take the field.
Most of our players are from the NRL competition. We're lucky to have Kevin Egam come and join the team and also captain the team to the World Cup of Nines.
The World Nines tournament will be shown live on FBC Sports. Ghanaian boxer Joseph Kwadwo knows the stakes are high as he prepares for the rematch against Mbaz Savinathan Naliva next Saturday. The two fought in February this year, but the match was stopped in the 6th round due to slippery conditions in the ring. Kwadwo says he is calm and mentally prepared to fight for the vacant light heavyweight title. There will be 9 bouts. The main will be between Kwadwo and Naliva at Prince Charles Park in Nandi next Saturday.
I think he's coming for knockout. I'm going for knockout, so I think this fight will be a good fight for people to watch, because what they saw last time, they say, oh, Joseph is this, Joseph is that, but I think I'm never finished yet, so we need to come and see something next week Saturday.
A heavy rain alert remains in force for Yasawa and Mamanuca Group, western half of Viti Levu, Kandavu and nearby smaller islands. A trough of low pressure with associated cloud and showers lies just west of Fiji. It's expected to approach the group from the west later today. Forecast for Yasawa and Mamanuca Group, western half of Viti Levu, Kandavu and nearby smaller islands. Occasional showers and a few thunderstorms. Showers increasing to rain, becoming frequent and heavy. And that is your FBC Morning News. Remember to join us at 1 p.m. and 7 p.m. for our major bulletins. For these stories and others, you can also tune in daily to our sister radio station, Gold FM. That's it from me for now. Have a good morning.
Hello, here in Tavwa. We love Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula Minaka, I'm Linda Fong. I studied at Suva. I love listening to Today FM because they play latest music and they rock.
Hi, my name is Asnate. I'm from Ba. I love listening to Today FM. Today FM rocks.
Bula, I'm Makereta from Nandi. We love listening to Today FM. Here in Nandi, it rocks.
Hi, I'm Shania. I'm from Lotoka and I love Today FM and it rocks.
Today's hit music on Today FM.